time to jump here. How Auburn defends is really important. That game against Georgia, they played midweek, they lost, and they could not stop the Bulldogs. They got 52 points in the paint, so how they guard the ball, can they make it disruptive, can they make it difficult for Ole Miss is important right out of the gate.
Shuler defended by Flanagan. Ole Miss gets a teams in the SEC. 4 1,000-point scorers on this roster. A lot of upperclassmen for the Rebels. Thor in the lane ties it up.
Inside again.
White had been quiet and then came alive against Tennessee.
He should go. And that's a lot of advice that a lot of coaches will give. Guaranteed money, different value for the first-round picks. We'll see if he can play his way into that spot, but that's the reason he can.
Step back. Good for 3.
Now you see this is left 2-3 zone. Again, can Sharife quickly identify the differences? He did right away. Got everybody organized. Found it into Thor in the weak spot, wherever that SEC is. In the middle of the 2-3 zone, high-low. That's really good execution from an inexperienced team to understand the changing defenses.
They made a change in their starting lineup, too, going back to Devontae.
Off the court, Sharife would come on to work out on his own. Couldn't be part of film. So as a freshman, all the stuff you're trying to learn mentally, you can't have any of those reps. So for him to drop in that first game against Alabama, and mind you, I know Alabama lost today, but Alabama's legit. He had 26 points, 9 rebounds. 9 assists. And if he can do that, where he just made the 3 right there, more consistently, that drives his draft stock up. Because you saw his shot, kind of leans back. He's already small, under 6 feet tall. Leans back, kind of a set shot, flat-footed. If he can find a way to knock that down and also develop it, where more of a jump shot in it, then he can really go somewhere. Because the NBA level, for a guy his size, he's got to make shots, and he's got to become just bigger and stronger physically. But again, when he was away from the team, he's done a good job of identifying the defenses and getting them going.
High off the window for 2. Cooper on the quick counter and 1.
It was 4 on 5. He knew it right away. Crespin was in the bleachers, so he takes it all the way down. Nobody stops him. He's able to get all the way down Broadway. And 1 uses Cooper through White's body. Pretty impressive.
Coming off the bench after he stepped away from the team for a couple of days due to personal reasons. Actually did not play against Tennessee midweek. And now he's back out there with his guys. They are not at full strength, by the way. Hadim C. is unavailable today, did not make the trip with the team. After
mid-possession sometimes, the 1-3-1 becomes a man, and they can go vice versa. They tried through there, poor communication. Led to an easy shot and an easy offensive board.
Cardwell on the glass. Cooper spins, finds his man. Good 50-50 ball win there for Ole Miss. That was something that Kermit Davis knew his guys had to get the better of.
It's very clear, 50-50 balls, hustle plays, can't turn it over against Auburn teams, and have to find a way to limit Sharife Cooper, which at this point, they haven't done that yet, though.
And an offensive foul as Cooper takes the charge on Buffett.
This time sliding over, see if he got there in time. Yep, that's the right call. Good recognition again from a freshman. His guy, you can't see him, is to the right of him. Rougier, he had some foul issues. This game he's come out and set the tempo right away. Adjusted to changing defenses, has executed offensively, and been there for defense too, getting a little breather. Lucia's done, he yanked a couple guys right away after that timeout. Wants to try to get things corrected defensively.
Romello White. Anybody getting a touch. Thor down the lane. Count it. The winner this afternoon. They remain undefeated. Go to 18-0.
Gonzaga had a battle the other night against Pacific. Heads up. Great job.
He loves the work. He loves the process. When we talked to Bruce Pearl about it, he was in the gym whenever he could, even though he wasn't working out with the team. The first half.
Beth, I wish I could give you any thoughts or analysis real deep, but you know, we've got about 10,000 college basketball games a night, so I don't know what's wrong with the Mavs. I know what's positive in the league, but when you need things solved, I'm not your guy right now.
No, you're much better with a Farnham discussion about Houston and the Saints of Our Lady of the Lake. It's got a little more interesting around the SEC today with Missouri's win over Alabama. The furious comeback by the Tide coming up just short. So Alabama's first loss. There's still 2 games in front of Missouri in the race for the regular season crown. But that is the last ranked opponent on the Crimson Tide schedule.
Yeah, they've been outstanding this year, but the last week has not been great for them. Big shot there by Ole Miss. 11 a.m. local time start, but they were sleepwalking for 25 minutes in what seemed like the biggest game in the conference. You win that conference game, you're up 4. The SEC is pretty much a wrap. They didn't show
2 straight Saturdays with a loss should get their attention. 6-point Auburn lead here. Home stretch of this first half. Shuler tried to beat the shot clock buzzer. Cooper, long bounce pass. And the goaltending.
But the fact that it was, when he gets stronger, that'll be a 1 bounce that can skip 1 time and come flying off the ground. He isn't quite there. It took 2 hops to get there.
Miss on 5 of 6 shooting. See if they get him the final touch. Trying to post up. Here he is. And he'll face up and knock it down.
Great job by Ole Miss. There was kind of like a matchup zone.
Ball screen for Cooper. He reads the double team, so he drops it off for Jalen Williams. Fouls for Alan Flanagan in that first half for Auburn, the only guy who found himself in some trouble. What a look and a foul.
That freshman has been great. 8 points. He's got 5 rebounds. He's had great activity. He's understanding how to play behind the zone. It's been impressive.
They are +8 on them.
They don't want to get in mismatches, but right now, if you're that easily, Cooper's able to drag 2, play 1, and throw it back, and Williams is hurting you got to adjust something. You know, they're 55 in the net. It's not even like a great win for your numbers, but you just got to win, and they can't keep losing games. They are on the verge of being just completely out of the discussion. Not NCAA tournament resumes.
Latest Lunardi bracketology has Maryland as one of the first 4 out. And down to 9 Big Ten teams.
He is in the weak part of this 2-3 zone, but just not been much movement of the ball or players in this possession.
Flanagan contested 3, and he banks it in.
Help his young point guard as he was coming up. 2-3, 2-3. Know the defense. There he gets into the lane. They screened the top, kicked it out. That's a good shot and a good possession. Just didn't get it to go.
Oh, and the follow and the flush for Romello White. The quick counter. Cooper finds Flanagan.
And this was great transition offense by Shuler to get it up there and get an opportunity, but then good follow by White. But they came blowing the ball back up. You got to sprint back, especially when Cooper's on the other team. Gets in the paint, drops it off to Flanagan.
On the floor right now. 4! Thunder's 1 home. Shuler gets it back and hits the 3. A chance here for Ole Miss to try and chip away. Rally from a double-digit deficit for the 2nd time this week. Instead, numbers with the push. Cooper, and an offensive foul called on the contact. The ball was well out of his hands. Let's see.
I agree. That's a horrible call. That's really a bad call. And it's a great look because a lot of guys would have.
Cooper had it taken away. Shuler will pull up in the paint and hit it. Shot clock's down to 5. Shuler got his feet under him and knocks it. Must have been an issue. Might have been more blood on the elbow. He's got it wrapped up. Turnover on the inbound. Shuler. And they will count the basket.
Have more urgency knowing the point of the game it is.
White wants a touch. Getting to the rim and the finish. Growth in his game. It's only his 9th collegiate game after he missed the first half of the season. Shuler been making plays in the second half.
Isn't the answer.
Shuler short on the shot. Thor has it.
They got numbers, 4 and 5.
Oh, terrific no-look from Cooper to Cardwell. Yes.
Playing through White, but out by the high post to see if he gets closer. No, hit the whole design. Oh, great play design in the end. Give it to veteran leader, delivers when they needed it.
Fabulous out of bounds from Kermit Davis there, using Shuler as the screener initially. And he got lost in traffic. A temporary double on Cooper. Then they step back. He'll try the fade three. No. And Ole Miss can tie it up or grab the lead.
It's not the shot you want. He's too good. Getting him shooting a step back three is not really what you need to do.
And then they'll beat him off the bounce. And the tip-in is good from Romello White. Auburn chooses to start this set with Cooper off the ball. Now he'll come and get it. Has not scored in this second half. Shot clock down to 2. He'll have to jack up the 3, and it gets stuck.
Miss ball. Alternate possession.
And
again,
essentially,
this is obviously before the shot clock expires, 5 or 6 seconds, maybe a chance for an offensive rebound. 5 seconds, and at worst, you're going to OT.
Shuler's got it. Romello White stays on the block. Now he comes high. Shuler will pull up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Flanagan. And did they get a timeout before the buzzer?
Cardwell, not a true back-to-the-basket guy. But you're right, they should look at it.
They get it down low. And White gets the block.
Big-time recovery. Just erase 2 off the board right there.
Miss looking for a lead they have not seen in a long time. Cambridge blocked again by White. Back-to-back swats. And the lay-in.
This is just tremendous defense by Romello White both times at the rim. That time he's smart. He backs up. I love it. Allowing opportunities for the Rebels.
White tries to get around the defender. Cardwell. Half-court pace with something that Kermit Davis talked about. We've got to bring the poise. Late game situations, and it's stripped there by Cooper. Cambridge for 3. Williams.
You should still look at White, though. He's been a dominant force.
He'll try for 3. No. And Cambridge has it. Under a minute. Oh, and Flanagan, unfortunately, on the slide, stepped on the end line.
He just knows where guys are. He throws it up there to put pressure on the defense right away. It's a half-foot long. Let's take a look. Yep, Pat Adams right on it. His toe just slid and caught the line. That hurts.
1.6. Cooper looking to take matters into his own hands here, draws the foul.
And they've been able to get stops. In that they've been able to put pressure on guys, made some bad decisions. But they've done well defensively. Now you get them the pressure, see if they can handle it the other way.
White gets it on the inbound.
Don't need a foul yet. You can easily get a trap in the backcourt. He's in real trouble. You want to call timeout. They got one.
And they get the turnover. Cooper gives it up for Thor. Trying to tie it. No. Back out to Sharife. Another chance to tie. And that one goes.
What a roll. You don't see that every day from a guy that shoots a low set shot. But here we go.
Devontae Shuler missed a chance to win it at the end of regulation. He'll try again. And he knocks it down! Devontae Shuler!
So they're just going to kind of, looks like zone up almost. Just get big, put your arms up, make them try to bat it in.
And now it's official. Ole Miss, a winner.